What I'm going to try and give you today is ways of you can encourage and help even people around you, but mainly the kids. You can be a mentor to your niece, your nephew, and other people coming through. And this is how I believe for myself and my kids, how I can give them a positive mindset.
The Wizard!
Hi guys, Weir here, formerly known as the Wizard. I've been asked to try and get across, from a young age. I found that I was very lucky. I had parents that are into business. My mum especially, very successful businesswoman of the year at one point. And the mindset she gave us as children, writing down our goals, achieving our goals, and seeing her achieving things at probably a late age as far as I'm concerned, motivated us that nothing's impossible. And I try and tell people stories like this and they say, it's easy for you, you're brought up in a family where everything seemed possible, but I think it's more than that. I think she had a goal, especially myself as an only son, to get me to have a positive mindset in a way of trying to go out and be able to achieve anything I put my mind to, which when I think back, doing what I love, into sports, martial arts, I did everything I wanted to achieve, I achieved it to a reasonable level. Right, first of all, you got two types. You got someone who believe that the future can be better, and I got the ability to change where I am now. Or you got the alternative mindset, where people think that where they are now, life couldn't get any better, and there's nothing that you, me, or anybody around me can make it any better than what it is. And these people, they'll go on and probably try and gamble a lot of money away, try and win the lottery, look towards inheritance, find some way to cheat and not earn or work hard for what they want to achieve or want to get in life. Not being negative, but I believe when you come across these can change for your life. I think when you're younger, you believe anything is possible. When you start to go to education, into schools and college and stuff, you meet people around you, and I think sometimes it's an actual educational system. It's the teachers, the tutors. They're normal people. They're achieving they've achieved their job in a way of working 9 to 5, and their mindset is their job is just to educate you. It's not to give you a positive or creative mindset that anything's possible. A lot of them wouldn't be there themselves working. But this is where it all stems from. So how do you go further than this? I think it starts as a parent. Whether you're unlucky, or unlucky to have a parent which haven't got that good mindset, but it's also the people around you, your friends. The first task I believe is, I had myself, is to allow your kids to believe that anything is possible. They can accomplish anything they put their mind to. They can achieve any goals, any tasks, or anything they wish to tackle. Now, if you can do this, you succeeded as a parent. You've given them the best gift possible, a positive outlook where no matter how bad things get, they can believe through sure will and determination they can change the situation, the position they're in. If you do this, even as a parent, you look back and you see them developing and creating and inspiring to be great things in life. It feel good for yourself. So why would not any parent want to do this? But a lot of parents, they're in a situation themselves and they think that where they are now, I can't do anything about it, this is the way life is, and they pass that on. They pass on a negative mindset. But even when it's negative, why not try and give your kids the best tools possible? Let them try to believe, even though you might have a negative, give them a positive mindset. And how do you go about this? Now, first of all, I believe is find mentors or people that can inspire to. My first one was into boxing, was Muhammad Ali. This guy achieved great things, and I used to have pictures, posters, mugs, everything with quotes on there. And it was like, when I look back, I think I sort of fed that as well, because he's like a role model. Now think about this, if you can't be a role model to your friend or your child, or your nephew, your niece, or someone you're trying to inspire, why don't you create or find someone for them to latch onto? Now, if you take it from me for martial arts or boxing, martial arts might have been Bruce Lee, but for boxing it was Muhammad Ali. Now, what happened there is that I studied his life, I had video footage, any documentary coming on, and I was inspired that no matter how much he's pulled back, held down, stripped of titles, he always banks back. And that motivated me that it is possible, that people can change things, change the tables when everything's on top of them. The whole world's against you. And if you focus and you're determined enough, you can bring them back and allow them to be on your side. You can turn them. They can actually be inspired by your attitude, by your determination. Now, if you want to help like I said just now, you can find a role model. You can be helping your niece, your nephew, could be your family member, or just a general godparent. Now, how you can help them is by, when they're inspired, find out what they're into, find out what they like, find out a sport, some sort of interest, and find the greatest person in that sport or in that interest that you know of, or that you can find. And then what you do, you might buy a book which shows their life, their life story, their accomplishments, the ups and downs they went through. No book really sells if it hasn't got ups and downs to it, where they seem to be held back and they broke through, strength through adversity. And that is what inspires a book to, I believe, to be great. And it encourages, and it's something for them to feed off. You can get audio CDs, so if they don't like reading, they can listen to it while doing other things, which is another way, which is good. It goes into the subconscious as well. And besides that, is anytime you can find documentaries, videos, DVDs on it, that's another way. So these are the ways that I believe you can inspire and fulfill their life, overwhelm. And if you sort of flood their life with all these positive role models and their accomplishments, it's going to rub off in some ways. Every time they're down, they're going to know, and then you can see their attitude. There's a lot of times you'll see someone, and I've seen this loads of times when I was growing up, some people start to believe that person, they're a reincarnation of this person. The amount of times I was growing up and you see people mimicking Bruce Lee, they believe in that they're Bruce Lee reborn or something like that. But they sort of like follow their traits, their personality, and this is what I mean. But you don't want a personality, you want to find the habits, the things what made them great. Now, secondly, how you can help this is buy posters, mugs, cups, plaques, things with quotes of their greatest saying for them to hang up on the wall, and surround them with it. And so when they wake up from time to time, they read it. Someone might come and say, "Oh, what's this then?" And they read it, and it's reminding you, it's getting to your subconscious, and the quotes could be great. The other thing you could do is make one yourself. I've got my own quote. When I finish, I always say, "Fountain youth is sweat, work hard, sweat more, and stay young." And I really do believe in that, because I've worked most of my life, and it is blood and sweat, not as much blood, but there's a lot of sweat and a lot of hard work. And I know the more I work, the harder, the more I'm actually conditioning to get better, to be able to do more, and I know I can succeed eventually. So on this note, guys, this is the way to allow you to be able to help or to become more positive. And also, if you've got children or nieces and nephews or other family members, young children, you want to put them on the right track. Allow them to have great role models if you can be a role model yourself. But always remember this: although you might let them latch onto a role model, eventually down the line they're going to remember that you were the one who inspired them. You were the one that lent them in that direction to latch onto this role model, this person who can inspire them to become great. You're the one that brought this to fill their surroundings with positive role models, positive quotes. Believe me, if you do this, you cannot fail. Even to this day now, I'm always buying stuff which, if I see a quote or if I hear someone mention a great quote which inspires me, I'll try and have it, write it down, or even collect it to keep me motivated, to keep me focused on allowing me to not believe that I can stop achieving goals, achieving great things is for life. So on this note, guys, hope you like this episode. Remember guys, to like, share, And remember, the fountain youth is sweat. Work hard, sweat more, and stay young. Catch you on the next episode.